to the masters. Break it down. They generate interesting food just outside of your mother's. That's great, boy. That's great, little man. Break it down.
The following contest, scheduled for the best 2 out of 3 falls, with a 30-minute time limit, is for the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Championship. And there will be a 1-minute rest period should a fall occur. Introducing the challenger, accompanied by the Generation X, from Trenton, Connecticut, weighing 246 pounds, Triple H Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Smell what The Rock is cooking.
His opponent, to be accompanied by members of the nation, weighing 270 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, The Rock.
2 out of 3 falls to the Intercontinental title, ladies and gentlemen. We have been informed that we have a camera locked in on the entrance that the athletes coming to the arena here, and WWF.com has been nice enough to station some cameras back in the locker room area, one specifically on the entrance, for the wrestler's entrance, and so we'll keep you apprised of the Undertaker situation, King, if or when he arrives.
I don't think he's going to show up today. Let me tell these idiots here something. Rocky does not suck.
DX in the nation with one of the most intense rivalries in the WWF. The 26-year-old Intercontinental Champion to take on Triple H. And we know that The Rock was instrumental in costing Triple H the European title this past Monday. Until that time, this was scheduled to be a title versus title match.
That's right. You know, the nation is already 2-0 tonight. The Rock needs to make it 3-0 if he wants to remain Intercontinental Champion.
Triple H wants the Intercontinental title. He has been the king of the ring, but maybe more than anything else, he wants to even a score.
Hey, you know what I want? You know what I want from Triple H?
What, King?
I want him to find another girl out in the audience like he did last week and get her to, you know, kind of show us something.
Well, Commissioner Slaughter,
again,
making his presence felt, is requesting that some folks leave the ringside area, namely the nation and DX. Quite frankly, they're going to be apparently asked to leave as well.
Hey.
China is the only person that has a license that legally should be here.
Okay, I'll give you that. Before this gets underway, you know what? You gotta admit, Brooklyn Brawler, the more I think about it, he will be a very, very good choice as a partner for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And what are your...
I mean, you know, they're similar styles. They're brawlers. They just, you know, not a lot of wrestling. They just kind of fight. The Brawler, he's the kind of guy you can hang around him.
You're comparing the Brawler to Stone Cold?
Well, he cusses a lot. You know, he drinks all the time. He's filthy. Well, I'd like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Intercontinental Championship of the World Wrestling Federation to be contested here. 2 out of 3 falls, and because of television, time restraints, a 30-minute time limit in this matchup. Certainly would be fitting for Triple H to walk away with the Intercontinental title, seeing as though tomorrow is his birthday.
Yeah, well, talk about birthday. Let's talk about birthday suits. That's what I saw with Sable. I want to tell you something, JR. I cannot wait for that.
Oh. And here they go. The Rock and Triple H. Again, great motivation here for Triple H. It was The Rock that cost Triple H the European title last Monday night. But it is The Rock that is starting out here in this with 2 out of 3 falls, it certainly eliminates the part of the opportunity for some sort of fluke here.
All right, the best man's going to win this without a doubt.
Third deciding fall, if we get that far, has got to be decided by pinfall or submission. And right there, The Rock with a knockdown.
And if somebody were to win 2 straight falls, what a statement that would make.
Exactly. And remember, they have to do it within the confines of 30 minutes.
Now, this is not right, though. This is very distracting for The Rock.
Right, Rock with the right hand. And again, the championship advantage has never been more prevalent than we see here. Helmsley must win 2 falls to win the Intercontinental title. So The Rock has an ally, even though he doesn't have any Nation members out here. Perhaps the clock could be an ally.
Well, I know one thing. Triple H better start mounting some sort of an offense.
Rock at 6'5", 275, starting out very aggressively here. And the first ever third-generation athlete in the WWF is marking his territory here.
You know how you mark your territory, don't you? Oh, look at this. Oh!
Helmsley, The Rock took his eye off the ball.
And Triple H almost took Rock's head off.
Either man have really established what their game plan is going to be here. And Chyna eyeball to eyeball with a right hand.
There's a game plan for you.
That is a significant advantage. With Chyna on the outside. Oh, Triple H, he's going to hook up the pedigree with the Rock counter and a back body drop.
Rock is too strong for that. It's too early in the match. Look out!
Rock tossed over the top here. And referee Mike Chioda trying to keep Helmsley in the ring, and that's not working. Here comes Triple H. Rock, you're going the wrong way there, champ. Helmsley with the right hand.
Wow.
And neither one of these guys really want to be counted out or disqualified here. And a slam out here right on the floor. Helmsley slamming the Intercontinental Champion.
What would happen if they both got counted out? Would that be 1 fall apiece?
That's a great question. That would be a Sergeant or Commissioner Slaughter question. I'm assuming yes.
Triple H getting a little assist from the fans.
Well, Ripley's certainly being very liberal here in his. And look at The Rock roll right outside on the other side here. And right by our Spanish broadcast team. And Helmsley certainly not going to let too much distance get between himself and The Rock.
You ever notice how the Spanish broadcast team really cringe when the wrestlers come near him?
I don't blame him.
Got a big bullseye painted on themselves.
Helmsley was reversed into the steps. And now you can bet the Rock won't be stepping now. Unless he's stepping right into Helmsley's anatomy.
I'd like to see him do the people's elbow right out here on the floor.
The Rock, the grandson of the late High Chief Peter Maivia. Son of Rocky Johnson. He's got great heritage, does that young man. As Chyna with a very stern and stoic look on her face.
Yeah, all that heritage doesn't impress Chyna at all. Stern and stoic looks. What's new to Chyna?
Watch this right here.
Oh, man.
Big move that turned this thing around offensively for The Rock.
Yeah. Smell what The Rock's cooking there, JR?
I got it. Referee Mike Chioda is allowing the action on the outside to continue here. And this sold-out throng here at the Selland Arena letting The Rock know what they think about it.
Well, there's somebody else who's looking on intently at this match, and that's all the rest of the members of the nation. They should have been allowed to be here at ringside.
Hard whip and a knockdown. The Rock now looking for the 3. And gets 2 on this occasion. Helmsley knows what it's like to be Intercontinental Champion. He's been there before.
The Rock and China trying a little stare down there.
Boy, Rock is in the driver's seat here at this point in time in the contest.
1, 2, 3.
We will keep you as best we can, ladies and gentlemen, apprised of the time expired in this contest.
2, 3.
Trying to really stare a hole through the Rock. But remember, it's 2 out of 3 falls.
And a 1 minute rest period if somebody gets pinned, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of minutes,
And Triple H!
we're quite a number of minutes into this pay-per-view, and Undertaker's still a no-show. Not going to be here, JR.
A little over 90, about 95 minutes into this event. And one half of the challenging team for the tag titles still has not arrived. And now Triple H.
Wait a minute,
Waist lock.
Brawler is here, JR. That's the tag team. Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Brooklyn Brawler. Look out! Wow, what a hit.
Beautiful knee drop right to the forehead. Helmsley high on the shoulders. Didn't hook the leg, but he got a 2 count.
Got 2 words for you and everybody, JR. Brooklyn Brawler. Get used to it. Goes for you too, Stone Cold. You'll be a pretty good partner.
And why would you say that?
It's tough. The Brooklyn Brawler.
Let's just hope that
Got
doesn't
quite a
happen.
reputation.
Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Oof. Wow. Man, that was some venom in that one.
At least the Brawler could be back there right now, you know, talking over things with Stone Cold Steve Austin, trying to get some match
You
strategy
think
down.
Austin's going to spend 1 minute with the Brooklyn Brawler before, during, or after the match? Hell no. Austin will just soon fight by himself. He may beat the Brooklyn Brawler up before we get there.
I think that would be hell yeah.
Look at the velocity. Hard knife edge chops as Helmsley fights back. And the Rock counters, however. And Helmsley, again with great velocity, Helmsley goes up and over. The Rock is so big and so strong, and it's misleading because of his athleticism. He's so quick and coordinated. You forget this guy's a big, big man.
I don't. He's also fairly generous there in the fact that he just let Triple H get right up to his feet before he knocked him down again. Uh-oh, JR.
This is not good. No love lost between these two men. Suplex right on the floor.
That's it.
Can you imagine what that does to your spine? How it affects your lower back?
Chiropractor in your future.
And The Rock would be happy for a first fall to be a count out. And while The Rock is jaw-jacking with a referee, Helmsley's getting an opportunity to catch some breaths here, even though he hasn't moved a great deal.
Yeah, that's a mistake, Rock. Get out there, get on him.
Rock trying to block that face first shot to the... Wait a minute, here comes Mark Henry. Now, wait just a minute. We saw this before, and this led to Helmsley's downfall before. Oh, my God! Oh, no! Oh, no! What a splash! Look out! Behind you! Here comes Badass Billy Gunn! Oh, man. That may have busted up the insides of Triple H, the world's strongest man. Likes what he's done here.
Yeah, what a night for Mark Henry. A victory over Vader, and now this.
That was a heinous cheap shot. And then that big splash on the floor. And Helmsley may not be able to recover from this. Helmsley goes back in the ring, but I'll tell you.
Can we see that one more time? How'd you describe it? Heinous? Heinous cheap shot?
And then Billy Gunn came out.
What's this?
Well, China's got the referee distracted. The Rock reaches deeper into his bag of tricks.
Well, that's China's fault.
That'll be it right there. Well, it's going to be... Oh, no!
What?
Oh, I can't believe that. I don't think The Rock can either. Helmsley wants this so badly.
And look at China. You can see the frustration building up in her.
Helmsley so badly wants to end The Rock's reign as Intercontinental Champion. To take some of that swagger out of his step. But that ain't happening here.
No.
This'll be it. And Helmsley again with a shoulder up. I think that look is a little bit more concerned now than what we normally see from her. And now The Rock, he's got everything going his way.
You know, China may be a little bit disappointed in herself. She screwed up last week, letting Mark Henry distract her. Now, just a minute ago, same thing. She's got the referee's attention. Down comes Mark Henry again.
Here fall again.
Women.
As The Rock continues to...
Can't live with them, no resale value.
Keeps the pressure turned up here on the challenger for the Intercontinental title.
But now Sunny's another matter. Not Sunny. I want to talk about her. Sable. Sable's another matter.
You're confused, aren't you? You've been mesmerized since you saw
When you see her, you'll be confused. You'll be a babbling idiot. You don't like to talk about sex, do you, JR?
Well, that match is next. As a matter of fact, that bikini, it's not a match, but it's a bikini contest that I think could get physical before it's all said and done. After what happened Monday.
See, you're confused now, too, aren't you, JR?
Well, King, work with you. I run through a gambit of emotions. Man.
How much time do you think we got for that bikini match?
When this match concludes.
Should the Viagra be taken now, or takes a little while to kick in, you know?
Well, if you think you need it.
Well, how about you, JR?
The Rock now. Big arm.
I think The Rock is content to try to run some time down here.
Said that earlier. The clock is at championship advantage includes a time limit.
Like all title matches, JR. Goes without saying.
Oh, yeah, Hunter. Triple H fight back. Triple H with everything he's got, trying to stay in this thing. And every time he gets a couple of moves together, The Rock takes him out of the game again. Another cover, all 2.5.
Come on, ref.
We're approximately 15 minutes into this match, ladies and gentlemen. And no falls have been earned. 2 out of 3 falls. Very unusual.
And apparently still no word from The Undertaker. We got a camera back there watching the entrance, right?
We have a camera.
Not here.
Well, WWF.com has a camera locked down on the wrestler's entrance to the Selland Arena.
Hey, look at this.
Well, referee's got to get out there. The Rock is... See, this is not smart. It's not smart at all.
No, if he got disqualified, that's a loss of the fall.
Yeah. And he's a lot smarter than that. But don't you think that he wasn't listening to the referee's count? Referee's got a 5 count.
Now, The Rock's getting a little frustrated, too.
Referee got to 5 there. We would have had a disqualification. The Rock broke the hold, in essence, at 4. And look at Helmsley again, fighting back with everything he's got. Trying to get that second win. Every time he's done this, oh, The Rock. Man! That was quite a nifty move right there.
He went for about 3 different moves and finally settled on the big DDT.
And there's a cover. Oh! Rocky did not have his body completely on chest on Triple H.
What a time to be talking about chest.
Again, look at the strategy. The clock is running as we speak. No falls have been earned. the smaller athlete has got to carry the larger athlete in the reverse chin lock.
Take a look at that DDT right there.
And that was after Helmsley put together a couple of 3 offensive moves where it looked as if he was going to be able to turn the tide and start dictating the pace.
Yeah, but now it looks as if Rocky is dictating. His strategy is to wear Triple H down, and it's obviously working.
Well, this is the gut check for these two guys. They're both young. Neither have really reached chronologically the peak of their career. We said Helmsley is two.
Jerry, you keep
One more time.
saying-
One more time. One more. This will be over. And Helmsley holds that arm up. The third time would have been. We've been hearing the bell.
Did you say peak a minute ago?
Yeah.
What do you think Sable is doing right now to warm up for that bikini match?
I don't know, King. Why don't you go look? You're a whole lot more interested in the bikini contest than obviously you are this man.
Can you take care of this without me?
You damn right. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Helmsley works his way back up to a vertical base, and a right hand got in. Another right hand. Now Rock is reeling. And
Look at
Helmsley,
Man!
it's the same thing. 2 or 3 offensive moves. The Rock makes the counter. Again, the cover. And it'll be, oh, is that it? No, 2. And from our vantage point, that looked like 3 to me.
Yeah, me too, but The Rock is getting more and more frustrated.
A lot of heritage of both these young men. The Rock was trained by WWF Hall of Famer Killer Kowalski. We've talked about the
Rock was?
The Helmsley, I mean. The Rock, we've talked about his heritage. Helmsley using the ropes just to hold himself up.
What's your excuse for being confused? You didn't even see Sable yet.
Helmsley again now tries to mount some offense. That's Rock back in the corner.
He's got to hit some big move. Oh, that was a good one right there.
High knee caught Rock in the jaw. Helmsley again, though, because of the punishment that Helmsley has taken, Triple H was not able to capitalize after that high knee. Helmsley is down. And the Rock's in a bad spot, too. He's on his back. Wait a minute. What is it?
We got some company coming out here.
Godfather on his way, and that cannot mean any good for Triple H.
You know, the Godfather was instrumental in an earlier victory, but Dave, look out behind you, Godfather!
The Outlaws.
Got a little detour there.
Well, the Outlaws are convincing the Godfather that now's not a good time to get a closer look.
I think he's agreeing with them.
And the Rock is back up, as you can see. And again, not wasting any time to inflict more punishment, to hurt Helmsley more.
I think the Outlaws got 2 words for the Godfather. Get out.
Outlaws are back in the Godfather, back toward the locker room area. Short clothesline by the Rock. And the Rock, I tell you, he's walking on thin ice here with this.
Uh-oh.
He's telling Rock he's going to disqualify him.
I mean, the Rock is
going to keep his hands to himself here.
Damn it! These people are driving the Rock nuts. Come on, leave him alone.
I don't know what the Rock is doing here. Wait a minute, there's D'Lo! There's D'Lo Brown!
Where?
The European champion!
The champion of Europe is here! Look at him! Oh, no!
D'Lo, it was a setup all along. The Rock distracted the referee. D'Lo's got the European title. Boom! And D'Lo could chew on that a while.
He got the European title all right now.
Oh, look out, look out, look out! Oh, Rock bottom! The Rock bottom! And the Rock takes the first fall.
The winner of the first fall, The Rock.
Well,
D'Lo
what a sacrifice by D'Lo. He did his job. Don't say anything else. Now you got a 1-minute rest period here.
Yeah, D'Lo did his job all right. And his job description is not very honorable. And Helmsley's got 60 seconds. And
less than that now.
Yeah, darn right. Boy, that rock bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in a 1-minute rest period.
Duh.
Pink's right on top of things.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look here again. This is a setup. The Rock distracted the referee,
Well, I was
so D'Lo
wondering-
Brown could come out.
Right, I was wondering, the Rock's over there posing, but then I thought it had backfired at this point. Triple H knocked D'Lo off the ropes and then gave him a taste of that European Championship belt he's so proud of.
But the distraction cost Helmsley right here. Triple H got caught in the rock bottom. And the 1-minute rest period between rounds has concluded. And man, can you imagine the attitude of the nation, specifically The Rock, if he wins 2 straight here?
Well, The Rock only needs one more fall now, JR.
Well, this is smart by The Rock. He keeps Helmsley on the outside. Rock can be beat.
Right, he could go for that double count out now, couldn't he?
Hey, that's a cheap way out for the champion at
Watch
this
it,
point.
JR, watch it.
Right in front of us here. Face first.
You hear that?
What did he say? I can't repeat what he said on television.
Well, he's a
Oh,
champ.
I was watching.
Something like that.
That ain't what he said.
Watch it.
Look out here. And this. Helmsley rebounded off the security railing to come back with vengeance. And that clothesline. Uh-oh. Look out here.
They're right out here in front of us, JR. Look at this. Oh!
And The Rock catapulted Triple H face first into the our Spanish announce team table. Why is that not surprising?
Thank goodness for those guys. Look at these kids over there saying, suck it. The Rock will come over there and catapult you, you little punk.
Freedom of expression is readily observed in a WWF, King.
Huh?
Freedom of expression.
Oh, I can't believe those little kids would use language like that.
Rock on, scoops up Helmsley, and I thought he was going for the rock bottom there. D'Lo is still on the ringside.
Look at this. Here it comes.
The people's elbow.
They're so happy to see it, too. He
The
goes.
Rock drove the people's elbow into the heart of the challenger.
2 straight fights.
No, boy, it almost was 2 straight. We were less than a half away from a 2 straight by The Rock here.
The Rock don't like it when somebody kicks out from the people's elbow.
Rock can't connect there with the elbow, but Helmsley does with a clothesline. And again, Helmsley has bought himself a little time here, but time is his enemy.
Right. He's running out of time.
And if both men are counted out here, that means Helmsley would have 2 decisions against him, the way I figure it, and this match would be over.
Hey, look at this.
And the European champion, D'Lo, up on the apron. Here comes China.
Get up, D'Lo. Oh! Oh, he did that jet protector on backwards. Oh! D'Lo on his head.
Now they're swailing away at the European champion.
Now look, once again, she's distracting the referee.
Referee should get back in the ring.
No, he messed up twice with
The
that
match
shot.
is in the ring, ref. Here comes X-Pac. X-Pac. The referee doesn't see it. And that's how X-Pac beat The Rock 2 weeks ago on Raw. It'll be over. Good. Oh, that was good strategy by DX.
Wait a minute.
1, 2, 3. No, it's not 3. Oh, what an opportunity. And The Rock just would not stay down.
You gotta give The Rock credit. Take a look at this, JR. X-Pac comes through the crowd, much the same as D'Lo did, and bang, right in the gut, and then, oh, face first into that mat. But it still didn't get the job done.
Helmsley down on the outside. Helmsley's got a chair. Referee's back is turned. This could be a disqualification.
Helmsley, you idiot.
And now The Rock's got the chair. He just nailed the referee inadvertently.
Get the chair.
The Rock was shooting for Helmsley, but the referee got the steal instead. And Chyna, what's she gonna do here? The leg is up. Referee 1, 2, 3. Yes. We're all even at one fall apiece.
Triple H. Rest period.
Well, they're at one fall apiece here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Intercontinental title. We'll get you an update on how much time is remaining, but take a look here.
Look at the look on Chyna's face. She was on a mission, and she accomplished it right there.
Chyna says, watch Chyna's hands here. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come get some. I got an attitude, and I can give you a DDT. Right on a chair. And then she was very intelligent. She got rid of the evidence. She got rid of the chair.
One fall each now.
Yep.
And I don't know which one of these guys are the worst for the wear. Triple H is in not great shape, but The Rock is still flat out on his back.
Well, they have less than about 30 seconds, I would say. Well, quicker than that. I'm watching our timekeeper. The bell has sounded here now.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Cover him. It's going to be over. He just got to cover him. Hey, ref. There's no referee here. 1, 2, 3.
Here comes our
4, 5. And the Rock takes out. I can't believe it. Oh, what a bad break for Triple H. What a bad break.
We got a new ref, but that had to be a 10 count.
2 minutes remaining here. And The Rock at a distinct disadvantage. 2 minutes and counting. Intercontinental title on the line. The third and deciding fall is aggressively in progress.
And we have a new referee, Earl Hebner. Ooh. Man.
Triple H has got to get The Rock in the ring. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere match. Helmsley has got to get The Rock in the ring.
That's his only chance. There he goes.
And this has been a real,
say it, slobber knocker.
It's been a slobber knocker.
Oh,
It's been a hell of a grueling match here. They're about 29 minutes into this damn thing right now.
Watch your mouth.
There he is, right there.
Good night, nurse.
The setup for the pedigree.
He won't go down, though. Oh, he did then.
Clothesline.
1 minute remains in the match. 1 minute.
2.
Nuke.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, I thought we had a new champion right there.
Suck it up now, Rock. Just cover up. Do something to defend yourself. Oh, look at this.
Samoan drop.
What a move.
Shades of the High Chief. There's a cover. 1, 2. No. Did he? No. 2 count.
How much time? How much time? They say it's under a minute.
Got to be around 30 seconds left. Boom. Inside 30 seconds here.
This is smart by The Rock. Just keep from getting pinned.
We've got to be near the expiration of time here. They're fighting with all they've got.
Stay off your back, Rock.
2 minutes. Oh, it's off. Here it is. No. Rock bottom counter. Helmsley downstairs. Pedigree.
What's he doing? What is the ref doing?
Match is over. The time limit. The time has expired. The 30 minutes has expired.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time limit expired, and the official decision, the match is a draw.
But was there time for a 3 count there?
And still, World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, The Rock.
Hey, wait a minute. Here comes the Nation back in here. The Rock is still the champion, but the Nation now trying to dismantle Helmsley. Here comes DX. Oh, my.
Look out!
Billy Gunn, the Road Dogg, X-Pac. The fight is on. Federation. Get out of there, Henry.
They never subside.
Break it down.
What a battle.
Degenerate into
A tremendous effort by two phenomenal young athletes here in the World Wrestling Federation.
That's a great little man. Break it down.
And I don't think it's over by a long shot, JR. I don't either. No way. It's not over. And it's never going to be over as long as The Rock has that Intercontinental belt. And as long as Helmsley has a breath in his body, this fight will continue. The Rock is a lucky man. And hopefully we'll have some good news here from Kevin Kelly, who has a special announcement, we understand.
Here exclusively on WWF.com, The Undertaker has arrived. He has arrived here at the Selland Arena. Our security cameras captured this during the Intercontinental Championship match. Let's show you The Undertaker's entrance here moments ago here at the Selland Arena. The Undertaker has arrived, Tom.
Well, I always knew he would be here, but there's still a lot of questions that remain to be answered.
Certainly now that The Undertaker is here, what will his presence be during the main event match? Will it be 3-on-1, or will he indeed work together with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Oh, well, it's a camera crew. Well, it's going to be part of the show everybody wants to see. It's The Rock, the People's Champ, leaving the arena, leaving fully loaded the Intercontinental Champ. And I'll tell you what, Triple H, you have your sidekick Chyna. She interferes. She wants to give The Rock a DDT on the chair, but it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, so what? The fact of the matter is this, is that The Rock took you and your powder puff ass and planted you right in the middle of the ring with the rock bottom. 1, 2, 3. And on top of all that, The Rock is leaving the Intercontinental Champ, and as we all know, the best damn Intercontinental Champ there ever was. And I'll tell you what, Triple H, if you want to go one-on-one with The Rock one more time, we'll scratch that itch, because The Rock will make you famous if you smell what The Rock is cooking.